Quran have multiple different things. I can give you types of evidences, and within these types of evidences you will have subjects. Do you get the point? So for example, the Quran, when it talks about the natural world, for example, it mentions things which Prophet Muhammad could not have known at his time. No one knew at his time, no one knew before him, no one knew in his surroundings or his culture. Things that we are discovering today to be true through our advancements in science and other places. Like for example, the Quran talking about the expansion of the universe. This was learned in the 1900s.
The Quran talks about, like, I think a lot of Muslim scholars talked about, like, the sun being at the center of the solar system long before Galileo said anything about that.
Yeah, so the Quran speaks about the sun having an orbit, moving, not being static, because the Quran says that the sun is running to its due course, meaning it's moving, right? Or swimming. The Quran also uses the word swimming, and it is literally swimming in space, right? So the Quran uses that, but in the past they used to believe that the sun is static, it's not moving, right? So that opposed what people believed 50 or 60 years ago. But still what the Quran says is what accurately is happening in the universe, right? Quran talks about embryology and the baby in the mother's womb developing stage by stage. Professor Keith Moore, who's a Christian, he said that this has to be from God. Prophet Muhammad has to be a prophet. He died as a Christian. He said, I have my way to God, but he has to be, because he's an embryologist. He says it's impossible for a desert Bedouin Arab without a microscope, telescope, no medical equipment to tell us the exact stages for the development of the embryo in the mother's womb, right? The Quran talks about mountains and how they have deep roots within the earth, how they stabilize the earth, which is a process called isostasy. We just learned like 20, 30, 40 years ago, yeah? So this information that I'm describing, the Quran does not contradict the physical reality, and it has information which was not known by anyone at the time. This is one type of evidence, which, as I said, I can give you many examples within the type. This is one type. Another type, for example, Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad was alive 1,400 years ago. He made tens of claims about the future. Now, they are clear and they are specific, right? Is it for yourself? Yes. English? Yes. You gonna read it? Okay, there you go. No problem. So, he made many examples said a lot of things about the future, right? And they were specific and clear. They're not like some Nostradamus, the red lion is going to defeat the blue, whatever it is. And then some people are wearing red, okay, he was talking about them, you know? We're not talking about vague things. We're talking about a prophet speaking about specific predictions. These predictions were before the time, recorded before the time. These predictions are all true. None of the predictions that Prophet Muhammad made were false. They were not self-fulfilling. It's not saying I'm going to drop the book, then I drop the book myself, right? And the predictions of the Prophet were numerous, not one or two. So clear and numerous. This is the criteria of the predictions of the Prophet, which you will not find anyone else in history able to do that. Now, based on these predictions of the Prophet, I know that he must be a prophet of God.